Might as well just get to the top.